Okay. EOFC Unite. Real ones, as promised, we are here. I'm doing my promised live stream, solo live stream. And we're so up right now, bro. We are so up right now, chat. The people did not want to believe in Iyo Sky. I've almost felt like saying nobody at me today. Like nobody talked to me today. I had so many people in my comments. I had so many people in different live chats over the past couple of weeks, bro. This match has been announced for like what? Rhea versus Iyo that was announced like 2 weeks ago. I've been bullish, bro. People have been laughing at me. People have been scoffing at me. People have been rolling their eyes at me. My friends, bro. My own people, my own people have been laughing at me, bro. And I couldn't take it no more. I couldn't take it no more. And, the good people always win in the end, bro. The good people always win in the end. The cream always rises to the top. Iyo Sky, bro. Iyo Sky. Everybody needs to wake up. Don't ever play on Iyo Sky's name ever again. Don't ever doom post about Iyo Sky ever again. Don't ever doubt EOFC ever again. I'm not gonna say don't doubt Triple H ever again. I won't say don't doubt Triple H as a booker ever again. That's definitely too far, bro. That's too far. But please don't doubt or ever play with how much Triple H loves Iyo Sky, bro. He loves that woman, and it's justified as well, because Iyo Sky is the truth. She's the truth. She always will be the truth. The cream always rises to the top. I'll keep saying that today, because I know people doom about Iyo, bro. Like let's go through the timeline of like how all this doom posting and how this victory lap happened, bro, because this is important, this is important stuff. So let's just go through the timeline of how Iyo Sky has granted us this gracious victory. Let's talk to the chat. Let's see what the chat's saying. The chat on YouTube. I'm trying to do this on Twitter Spaces, so I have no idea how it's going, but I've just got Twitter Spaces open, and I'm hosting a space on there, and I've just got my mic on, and there's a few people in there, but obviously this is primarily YouTube. So let's see what the chat's saying. Let's see what the people are saying. Never doubt, man. This is what I've been saying, bro. When I say I will die on the hill of Iyo Sky bringing that belt home, you gotta take notice, bro. We don't come from nowhere. I don't do bits. I don't do banner. We don't run jokes here, Leave that for like Hulbert, Leave that for your Ibus, your AOs, your Chris's, the other people that you know and love. You get me? But you see me, when I say I'm dying on the hill, I will die on the cross of Iyo Sky, bro. I will do that shit. Deserve victory lap, 100%. EOFC rise up. I hold the rising, bro. I'm surprised there's a few people in here. You see, because this is my first solo stream. I can't lie to you. It's a little bit weird. Like I'm not Hulbert, bro. I'm not an OG veteran in this solo thing, so I'm trying to get myself through it. But this is what I'm saying. Iyo Sky, it makes a man do wonderful things, bro. She fills me with the confidence and the ability and the the magic to do these things. More victory laps. EOFC, we're so up right now, bro. How are you going to be late for your own victory lap? Bro, come on. EOFC. Just a lot of love for EOFC. Someone said, is redacted back? Well, he's still redacted, bro. You said it yourself in the name. Like, right now, you see, there's no announcement right now, is there? There's no, what would you even call it? Like, yeah, we haven't announced that Redacted is coming back, or any of the Redacteds, we announced yesterday that Chris O'Brady's going to be back on the Dynamite streams, though on Thursday nights, so that's something to get fired up about. But Redacted, I don't know where that comes from, I don't know. Maybe he's in the chat or something. Someone called it woke. bro. You know, you're gonna get me cancelled. I'm not even replying to that, bro. Uh, we won. We did win, bro. We did win. Iyo Sky is just like I said, magic stuff. Yo, we got a super chat. Big EO is the biggest. Appreciate the super chat from R777. Much appreciated, brother. Just it's going to a good cause, you know. It's going to the EO Sky support fund, the EOFC support fund. Will Chisholm $5. I screamed out loud when EO won. People forget EO is a Triple H girl. GOAT EO Sky. I think that's meant to say. That's the thing, bro. People do forget. People are quick to forget about I'm gonna win this space, you know, it's not working, bro. Like, it's not. You know, let's keep it. You know, I'm gonna keep it open. Fuck it. You know what I mean? If it doesn't work, I'll just delete it after, bro. Who cares? Yeah, Wiltshire and Go EO Sky. Yeah, 100%, bro. All right, let's do what I said I was gonna do at the start, bro. I said I was gonna do. Let's do a timeline of seeing how people's minds were broken by this. You see how the doomers began posting, and how the real ones like me, bro, they stayed the course. You get me? We kept faith, and we know who our girl is. You know what I'm saying? So let's go through. So okay, we've got this build up to. It's gonna be a very loose build. You know what I mean? So if there's any gaps or anything, you can say it in the chat, because it's not like I've got like a bunch of notes and timelines in front of me right now. But alright, Iyo Sky, yeah. We all want to see Iyo Sky win world titles and be great, because I think genuinely she has a very solid case. Even WWE is a weird company when we're talking about the best women's wrestler in the world, because of course the opportunities are very differently scattered around, you know. So if you're someone who's at the top of like Stardom or even AEW, to be honest, bro, you're gonna get opportunities to have your title matches and have your big matches and stuff like that. And that's not to say that you don't get that in WWE. It's just that the opportunities, depending on the sort of wrestler you are, will be differently scattered around, you know. So like Rhea Ripley is a good example of this. It's like Rhea Ripley, she's undeniably the top woman in WWE and has been for a minute, and she's had a couple of world title reigns now, and neither of them have leaned into her as a worker or anything like that. She just kind of like, she aura farms, and I'm not saying that isn't what they should be doing. That's what you should be doing with Rhea Ripley, is just making her a big deal as a star and stuff like that, you know. But it's not like she was having these 4-star matches every week, or she was very far from a worldwide champion, because that was by design, you know. But anyway, I'm waffling. We get the Royal Rumble build. We want Iyo. We wanted to do well. We wanted to win the Rumble. There's a lot of people. There's like a groundswell of people wanting Iyo Sky to win the Rumble. But on the side of this, the reason why there's people getting super excited about her winning the Rumble is because she's having these interactions with like Rhea Ripley, bro, and she's talking about the world title and all these things there, and it's just like, yo, Iyo could win this Rumble, but in the back of our minds, we all know Charlotte Flair's coming back, bro. Charlotte Flair's coming back, you know, so she can have all these interactions with Rhea, which seemingly build into something. She can talk about the Rumble, and she can do this, she can do that, but we all knew that Big Ashley was coming back, bro, and there's just nothing you can do when Big Ashley's in town, you know. Charlotte Flair, she does what she wants, and when we seen that she was making her big comeback as a Rumble, because it was announced ahead of time, for me, that was just like, alright, Io's done, you know. She's out of here as far as, I need to change my mic over, people. Why is my mic not plugged in? Anyway, I'm sure you guys can still hear me anyway, because it's coming through my earphones. But okay, so Charlotte's coming back. We all know Charlotte's coming back. She's gonna win. She's the clear favourite to win the Rumble. There's a little few people who still got faith in Iyo winning the Rumble, but me personally, I never thought Iyo was winning the Rumble, because Charlotte, bro. Like, so you already have some people kind of like crying that Io's not winning the Rumble and how she's getting fucked over. And this is when people really started to like, this is when like the broken brain doomers really started to like heat up, bro. You know? Why didn't Iyo win the Rumble? She's not going to win the Rumble. Charlotte taking opportunities. Charlotte this, Charlotte that. Triple H this, Triple H that. Iyo fed bad. Iyo this, Iyo that. And it's just like, alright, bro. Like, it's kind of a, if you was looking at how the cards were dealt, bro, like, this never really felt like the win for Iyo, the Rumble. Although the people at the Rumble were very much behind her, bro. They were very, very much behind her. They were reacting to her a lot. They were getting scared every time they teased her getting knocked out of the Rumble. And when she eventually got knocked out of the Rumble, it was in that big elimination with like 9 other people. So the crowd weren't really given the chance to kind of like bite on her elimination. I think that was done by design because I do think that WWE was kind of worried about the negative reaction of Iyo not winning the Rumble. So we have that, and throughout all this, like I said, they're doing all these interactions with Rhea, bro. Like, even after the Rumble. One sec. That's where I am. She don't win the Rumble. Okay. I never thought she'd win the Rumble. She doesn't win the Rumble. Charlotte Flair wins the Rumble. But there was just like something, and I don't quite know what, but there was just something. There was just all these interactions with Iyo Sky and Rhea Ripley, and Iyo talking about the bout and stuff, and it was like, this has to go somewhere significant. I don't know where, but it has to go somewhere, and this is kind of where all the Doomers completely lost the plot, bro. I can't lie, Iyo Sky's not going to do this, Iyo Sky's not going to do that, Triple H is this, Triple H is that, screw the Fed, all that sort of stuff. People are losing their minds because like Iyo doesn't win the Rumble, but like I said, there's still all these kind of like these weird interactions that they're having, these face-offs that they're having, kind of, I'll see you down the road, brother, all this and that, and the Chamber comes around, gets announced, and we have these qualifiers come up for the Elimination Chamber, and I don't know, but Iyo gets put in this match. And I was thinking, to be honest, I can't lie, the Chamber did feel like a realistic route for Iyo to get to the Chamber. So at the time, obviously, when they booked the qualification matches, I think a lot of us were kind of just thinking, alright, this is where Iyo gets her road to WrestleMania paved out. She's going to win her qualifier for the Chamber, she's going to get in the Chamber, she's going to win the Chamber. This did not happen, but it didn't just not happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think even further, this is where it just kind of people's minds and the Iyo Doomers just like got broken even more, because Iyo loses her qualifier for the Chamber because of Rhea Ripley. Because of Rhea Ripley. It's like, this is obviously building to something. The interactions are scaling up. They're going from backstage, I'll see you down the road, brother, kind of interactions, to now live in front of the fans, like doing angles. Do you know what I mean? Like Iyo Sky getting fucked out of the Elimination Chamber due to Rhea Ripley, and it's like, okay, this is building to something. Like this is really going somewhere now. And this is kind of when I got super bullish on her winning the belt before Mania. Especially like when they announced the match was going to be on the Raw after the Elimination Chamber, I was super bullish, almost convinced. People were calling me crazy, bro. That's how convinced I was. Niggas were calling me crazy, bro. They were calling me a madman. They were calling me everything. They were laughing at me. People were replying to me with pictures of clowns. All this stuff, bro. That had me thinking I was going crazy. So yeah, this is when I got super bullish on it, because my thing was just like, if they're going to do all these angles, they're going to do all these teasers, you're going to do all these backstage segments, you're going to have Iyo talking about the title 1,000,001 times, this has to lead somewhere, bro. And as much as I fucking love the guy, yeah, this ain't Chad Gable, bro. This is Iyo fucking Sky. I love Chad, phenomenal wrestler who I genuinely think deserves more, and he should have won the title. But if you look at like his story as comparison, he does all these months talking about the bout, title opportunities, different title holders, all these different things. Sammy, Gunther, is he going to finally overcome Gunther? And then he doesn't, and then he doesn't beat Sammy either, and then he turns heel, and it's like, surely he's going to justify the heel turn with winning the IC title. That don't fucking happen either, and it's just like, okay, do you know what I mean? But as I said, Iyo Sky is not Chad Gable, bro. This is a top star. This is Iyo Sky, somebody that Triple H knowingly fucking adores and loves off, bro. Like, he's going to do, I guess, quote, the right thing in this situation with someone like Iyo Sky. Now, if someone else was in Iyo Sky's position that I weren't so sure of and certain of, like, say, Dakota Kai, she's got her IC title thing going on at the moment. I do think she'll probably win that bout. But say this was Dakota Kai in Iyo's position, and there was a little bit of groundswell of fans who were really behind her, and she was talking about the belt, and she was having all these interactions with Rhea and blah 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 blah. I would not have the same faith in, even if it was booked the exact same way, because, like I said, when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, bro, Triple H adores Iyo Sky, and he's not gonna plant all these seeds and do all these angles and all these backstage segments and let Iyo go out there and talk about the bout so much. Obviously, I'm not sure how much they control the Twitter these days. I doubt it's a lot. You know, Iyo constantly tweeting about winning the title and this is a chance and talking about her path to Mania, because it's like, bro, if Iyo just lost this match flat straight in the middle of the ring, then what? Someone in the chat, please tell me. Like, then what? What you think? You think Iyo was just gonna like miss Mania or something, or be in some like insignificant tag match after talking about the world title and all these things for so long? Like, none of it made any sense, bro. Like Rhea just flat out winning made no sense. The only thing that made sense of Iyo not walking out with the belt was like a double DQ, a double count out, or Iyo losing kind of in the flipped way that Rhea lost, like Bianca distracting her and it was like a questionable finish and then you do the triple threat at Mania. But Iyo just losing straight up clean, looking at the lights here, made absolutely no sense to me, bro. So as the weeks are going on, as the past couple of weeks were going on, I'm getting more and more bullish. Like, Iyo is winning that fucking belt, bro. Iyo is bringing it home. And she did. So, we win again, you know. Triple H did the right thing. He booked the right thing. Rhea Ripley looking at the lights, she did the right thing as well. Thought she looked all right out there. The finish was, you know, you can debate the finish all you want, bro. I don't think it was a great finish. You know, you had all the arguing going on with Bianca and Rhea outside. Jessica Carr trying to handle things down using referee's discretion very liberally, as she didn't cause the DQ when Bianca put her hands on Rhea, which a lot of people were complaining about. But I kind of like Jessica Carr kind of taking control of the match, you know, because if you do go by like, referee's discretion, blah 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 blah, it's just kind of it's like, do you really want to end the main event world title match because someone got shoved? You know. Now, obviously, if Bianca's just smacked Rhea with a chair, that's a different thing. Do you know what I'm saying? But a bit of pushing and shoving. Nobody got any. No one took any damage or anything like that. It didn't really affect the match, other than Rhea getting distracted in terms of them getting physical with each other. So Jessica Carr decides not to stop the match. Good referee in all fault. They get back in the ring. Rhea Ripley gets way too complacent. She thinks she's got Iyo where she wants her, but she doesn't. Iyo hits a sick Rana from the top rope. And then she hits a finish, bro. And we have a new women's world champion. A lot of people were surprised. But not me, fam. Not me, bro. These are the games we play, bro. I'm a real member of EOFC. Some of you, man, are not real members of EOFC. And by that, what I mean is that you recognise that Iyo is a phenomenal wrestler. And you may even think she's the best in the world. And you may post pictures of her. And you may think she's great. And you may love her off and all that stuff, yeah. Everyone knows, has some sort of like familiarity with how good Iyo Sky is. You're not a genius for working it out, and you're not an EOFC for working it out. The point is, you have to have faith, people. You gotta have faith in EOFC. You can't wear the shirt and have no faith in the badge. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be saying you're in EOFC if you weren't backing Iyo to win this match, bro. You know? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Especially if you was full on dooming. If you had your doubts, that's fair, bro. It's wrestling. You can have your doubts. You can have your doubts. But as the self-elected president of EOFC, some of you people need your jerseys taken, bro. Like I said, you can't wear the shirt and not believe in the badge, bro. You need to have faith. So that's where I'm at with Iyo Sky, bro. Some of you doomers aren't real Iyo Sky FC members. You're just doomers that, you know, obviously you appreciate her as a wrestler, but you're not really wearing the stripes, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on over there. Iyo Sky is our new world champion. Rhea Ripley dropped the belt to her. Like I said, everyone did the right thing here. I think it's the right decision going into Mania, because it was kind of developing into like this weird problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, are they going to do a triple threat? Who's going to miss out? Is Bianca going to Mania? Obviously, there's a lot of people who want to see Bianca in a world title match at Mania, and I have no objections against that either. I think Bianca Belair is absolutely phenomenal, bro. But yeah, you see, it looks like we're going to get the triple threat. It looks like it's going to be Rhea, Bianca, Iyo. Iyo is going to be the defending champion going into it. Caught a lot of people off guard, but not me, blood. Not me. Yeah, I'm ending this space. No, I'm not ending this space. There's a couple of people in there. I don't want to do them like that. Alright, let's that's the Iyo victory lap. What, you got like 20 minutes? I'll quickly go through Raw as well because Rob's not doing the Raw review today, the Raw recap. So I'm just gonna quickly go through Raw so you guys still get like some sort of raw, raw content. You get me? So since I'm here, we're gonna do a quick Raw recap as well. Since, like I said, since we don't have one planned for today. All right, so Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble, what am I on? Elimination Chamber just happened. Of course, it was the huge angle, one of the biggest angles in WWE history, with John Cena turning heel. And they played that heel turn video package and the streamer reactions and the social media engagement and all these different fancy numbers and stuff. And of course they did, and as they should, you know, but they played like 3 or 4 video packages. I don't know if exact number, but it felt like at least 3, maybe 4 video packages on John Cena's heel turn. Good video packages, of course. Like I said, all the streamer reactions. Like a lot of us kind of roll our eyes at it and kind of think, oh, you know, fake reactions or whatever the fuck, you know. But you know, it's the well put together video packages to show like WWE's like social influence or whatever you want to call it, or whatever fancy corporate speak TKO and WWE like to use. But you know, it ticked the boxes that they obviously wanted to tick here with the Cena heel turn video packages. So I'm still not over it, bro. I can't believe it. Like it's still. It always felt like a possibility, and even as the angle was about to happen, it felt like it was going to happen, you know. But like, there was still like, there still is, and was at the time, like that surreal feeling around it, bro. So that was crazy. Let me just play with my mic for a sec. I need to play with my mic settings, bro. Okay, in like 2 seconds, tell me if you can still. Okay, what about now? People like audio gone completely. What about now? Back, boom, we're back. Sorry about the people who are listening to the audio of this, because obviously that's not good audio, is it? All right, so the audio is back now, back to our regular scheduled programming. WWE Raw. All right, so WWE Raw opens up with the video package as I just said. Blah 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 blah. John Cena's turned heel. We already know. All very surprised, heartbroken, all that. CM Punk promo. This is how WWE Raw fully starts, like the first live segment, and it's CM Punk marching through the back of, backstage, looking pissed, bro. And it's that classic the leaf fitting shot where he's walking through the backstage area, walking through Gorilla, then straight out to the ring, and he's pissed, bro. He don't even go to the ring; he goes to the announce deck, rips the cover off, and stands on top of the table, and he just cuts this super fired up promo talking about, I might get us cancelled off Netflix. People think I've used up all my chances of getting to WrestleMania, but I'm not done yet. I'm gonna address all my enemies, and because I'm CM Punk, that means everybody. And bro, he just had this look in his eyes, like he was not messing around, bro. He's telling the people, give me a name, like who can I call out? Pat McAfee's like, The Rock. And then he just goes off on The Rock, bro. He's like, listen, Dwayne, you bald-headed fraud. You think because you're on the board, you don't have to face any. Basically, you don't have to catch these bullets, but I'm CM Punk. You can't just roll in it. I think you're special. Take all these opportunities around Mania time. And you can't be showing up and doing all that. I wish I could say all this to your face, but I can't, because you haven't shown up to do all your bullshit. And he was doing like the tapping thing on his arm, and he did it like 5 times. And he told Dwayne that he pretends to care about this business, but he's never been so desperate to wear a fake title. And I'm gonna say I'm a champ because I deserve. I'm not gonna say that I'm the people's champ and I deserve it because I earn it. And obviously, a lot of people kind of pointed out that CM Punk has definitely wore titles that were not officially recognized titles. I wouldn't say it's fake. I wouldn't say CM Punk's belt is fake in the same way that The Rock's is. Because like CM Punk was still kind of technically the lineal champion in an AEW, so like there was like some validity to like his kayfabe reasoning for carrying the belt and stuff, you know. Whereas like Dwayne literally just went, "I am the people's champ. Here is my belt." You know, like it is a bit different, but of course it is. It's worth pointing out that there is a little bit of hypocrisy there, if you want. You know, I know for sure that all the CM Punk haters were doing exactly that. So yes, Punk says he's never been so desperate to wear a fake title, even though he kind of technically has. And he said like, "Yo, I'm pissed. I'm ready to sell my soul," you know, just in anger. And then he's like, "Now, John Cena, you say you can't see me, but we can all see through you now. You stole the Elimination Chamber from me, and everybody sees what I've seen all along, that you are full of shit." Basically, I'll never give up on my dreams of main event in WrestleMania, but you gave up on yourself and the kids. The kids, bro. Cena gave up on the kids. What else? What else we got? He's like, "I'm going to see you down the road. And when I get my hands on both of you bald frauds, when I do, you're going to make a wish that I never did." He's dropping bars now, people. But, okay, who does he changes his direct. He goes straight to Seth Rollins next. Goes straight to Seth Rollins. He's like, "Seth Rollins, man of the hour. Becky Lynch, come get your man before I do, because I'm gonna put him in a wheelchair." Becky Lynch did her little tweet on Twitter, which is now deleted, bro. Maybe we got some political stuff going on there. Because Becky Lynch, after seeing this, after watching Raw, she tweeted something like, "Oh yeah, that's it." There was a quote tweet. There was a tweet basically, and it was Roxanne Perez and CM Punk, and they had like somewhat matching gear, like they were wearing the same colours in their Elimination Chamber fits. And Becky Lynch saw this and she quote tweeted it, and she was like, "I'm watching Raw, and basically Punk wants to talk about me, wants to talk about come and get my man, but you know what I mean, he's on this," or whatever the fuck it was that she said, which I thought was it was a little bit, I don't know, man. I don't know about this. So what's AJ Lee and Roxanne got to do with all this? Do you know what I'm saying? But then on the flip side, you could say, what's Becky got to do with all this? But at the same time, it's like Becky and Seth is a well-known thing, blah, 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 blah. So it's kind of I don't know, bro. But either way, Becky's deleted the tweet now, so I don't think it matters that much. But yeah, the CM Punk told Becky Lynch to come get her man. And basically straight away, CM Punk's music hits. No, not CM Punk's music hits. Seth Rollins' music hits. CM Punk's eyes light up, and he just sprints down the ramp straight to Seth Rollins. I love that urgency from him. And they just start scrapping it out, bro. Like, fully scrapping it out. I won't say they were shooting at each other. That's stupid. Like, but they were throwing some shots, bro. They were throwing some shots. Watch it back. They were throwing some shots in that brawl. They were like throwing it. They were genuinely like trying to tackle each other. There was like real struggle and shit. This was one of the best, most heated brawls that they've done, WWE, in years, bro. In years. All the security, your Jason Jordans, your Jamie Nobles, your Adam Pearces of the world, they were all there down the ramp, scrapping through the ring, round the side. Seth launched himself over a table. Like, it's all just nuts, bro. They're throwing shit at each other. Seth's launching bottles at Punk and stuff. It was a genuine feeling of chaos, bro. So much heat. Crowd was on fire. The chants for the people, it goes to a break for our friends in the US, and it all just kicks off all over again in the crowd, bro. Seth Rollins sprints all the way down, and like they just start fighting again, bro. So like I said, this is one of the best brawling angles they've done in years, bro. CM Punk seems crazy locked in. I've very much enjoyed a lot of CM Punk's work in WWE, and CM Punk's work since coming back, to be honest, in what one was it, 2021, 22. But there is definitely a difference when he like locks into like that S tier god level, like he was last night. Or I thought, when he's just going off and he's got kind of like a level of anger to his tone that always works well with CM Punk. And he's just a different beast, bro. There's not many people that could start the show like that, in the sense of going out there and having like kind of enough like aura, star power to where like you just marching out there and starting Raw makes complete sense, and no one's really gonna bat an eye at it. And then going out there to cut the promo that he cut. Of course, CM Punk is a one-of-one promo. Everybody already knows that. And then to be involved in something that people care about enough to cause a chaotic, heated brawl like they did, and of course there's performance that goes into that as well. So CM Punk's just another level. Seth Rollins obviously played a lot less of a role in this, but he was great in the brawl and he was great in other segments, which we'll get to. And yeah, bro, it was good shit. Final Boss 199 says Phil Brooks, what a special man, bro, he's different, man. He's different. Like, I fully understand. I've never been one of those people that claps back at all these haters and stuff like that, and people who have got you know, what is it? Punk derangement syndrome, like all those sort of people and stuff. But it's just like, I think CM Punk's one of those people that even if you don't like him, you've kind of got to throw your hands up at certain points, bro. Like, if you don't like him and you think he's toxic in the company, like say you're one of those AEW diehards that absolutely hate him and you love everybody who opposes him, whether that's Ryan Nemeth or whether that's Hangman Adam Page or whether that's Seth Rollins or whatever the fuck, you know. He like, we don't need to get into why people hate Punk or whatever, but like, you just can't throw it up for the man, you know. Like, I get why some people might not like him or have opinions on him and stuff, but to say that he's not like good at this, like, even if you don't think he's a great in-ring wrestler anymore and you think, oh, you know, he's slower now than he used to be, like, of course, but in terms of, like, not to be cliche, but like just getting it, bro, you know, getting how to put an angle together, how to put something heaty together, how to, you know, bounce off the characters that you're working with, how to excite the fans, how to create different feelings depending on the situation that you're in, blah 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 blah. Of course, the content of his promos as well is always very strong. Like, he's just he knows how to build a fight, he knows how to build a match, he knows how to engage with people. Even on Friday, when he was giving Cody advice about telling him to shove his offer up his ass and stuff, you know, the way that he plays on everything is he's S level. He's S level performer, bro. I still very much enjoy his in ring work a lot as well. To be honest, maybe more than most, but that's just where I am with CM Punk, bro. I still think that in 2025 he's still one of the top best guys around. You know, he did a few house shows recently. I think like the December holiday season house shows. CM Punk was on a lot of those, and I'm sure that was good for him, helping him with his rust and just being an old man in this business, you know. But anyway, next up, what else we have on Raw? There was a Judgment Day segment. They've got weird energy now. Judgment Day got weird energy, bro. You know, like Liv and Raquel are super happy. They've just won the tag belts, blah blah blah. And Finn's just moving mad, bro. Like, he's talking about everyone's losses. Like, he's been killing it lately. Like, I don't. It's and Dom rightfully brings up, you know, Bron Breakker scared him off last week, even though Finn was holding a chair, and Finn was just basically like, "I bet, you know, I need to deal with Bron Breakker tonight." So that was something that we will get to later. Otis versus Gunther was next. Gunther comes out. Well, Otis comes out first. He's standing in the ring with Cesaro in it. And Gunther comes out, his music hits, and he's got a mic, and he's just got this smug look on his face, bro. You just know where he's going, you know. And he starts talking, and he's basically just like, "Listen, big boy, I'm going to embarrass you tonight, you know. You're a strong man. Some people may even say that you're a freak of nature, but to me, you're just a freak. You're just like Jey Uso. You're an entertainer. You're a sports entertainer that wants to dance and entertain these idiots, blah, blah, blah. But you don't belong in my sacred ring. The people pity you. Have you looked..." And he says to him, basically, bro, like, he goes, "Have you looked at yourself in the mirror this morning?" He's like, "I have. I'm a world champion. And you're a fat shit." Like, that's basically what he said to him. How he obviously he didn't call him a fat shit. How did he phrase it? It was something along the lines of like, "Around my waist, I had a world title, and around your waist, you can't even find a belt that would fit you," or some shit like that. So, come on, bro. You know, spiteful stuff from Gunther, you get me? But he then tells Otis that he could be great if he had some respect, and I'm going to teach you respect. And then he hits him with a cheap shot, boots him in the face, and that gets the match started. They have a pretty good match. Otis won a chop battle, bro. Otis won a chop battle, and he was doing headbutts, and he was doing all kinds of stuff, like physical stuff with Gunther. Two big men getting physical in the wrestling ring, you know. I love Otis's Vader strikes, bro. Like, he does these like Vader punches, like, you know, with like the inside of his forearm, and he kind of just whacks people. He just like clubs people with the inside of his forearm. So I love how he does that. The crowd's always willing to get behind Otis, bro. They're always there for him. It's kind of endearing. This was kind of great. I can't lie. Gunther wins with a powerbomb eventually, and then he goes to attack Otis after the match. Tozawa tries to pathetically save him and fails. He eats a powerbomb for his troubles. Gunther goes to powerbomb Otis on top of Tozawa, and that's when Jey Uso comes down and makes the save. Jey Uso makes the save. Everybody's happy. Everybody cheers. Big pop. He hits a spear. Blah 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 blah. And then when he's all celebrating on the top rope and he raises the title and everything like that, A-Town Down Under, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory come up and attack him from behind. And they get some heat on him, and then Gunther comes in and kind of basically picks up the scraps really and chokes him out, and stands tall. So yeah, Gunther stands tall on this segment. And was it the first time that Gunther stood tall since Jay's won the Rumble? It might have been, So obviously there needs to do that really, because you can't just have Jay kicking the shit out of Gunther. It makes no sense to anybody, especially with the story that they're trying to tell. You need to really obviously position Jay as the underdog. So, and I can't lie, bro. Considering all the crash outs and people fucking crying about Jey Uso winning the Rumble, like this story that they're telling right now with Gunther and Jay is genuinely one of the best, most consistent things that they've been doing. So, it's just funny that like how everybody has these complaints and these like long think pieces and takes about these things, but like when it actually comes to it in action, it's like this story has been pretty objectively good. I think every segment has gone very well, and I think not even just like they've been passable decent segments. I think the segments have genuinely been actively good. So that's where I'm at with Gunther and Jay. Bailey did a promo during the ad break. It was just a pretty generic babyface promo about making her way to WrestleMania. There was an AJ Styles promo in the back about he was asked about John Cena, and he was just talking about like, oh, I'm really surprised, I didn't see that coming. And then Karrion Kross sneaks up behind him and grabs him. He's like, oh, guess who? He's doing all banter and stuff with him, and he's like, well, it's not really that surprising if you think about it, talking about John. And AJ's just like, hey, bro, cut the nonsense. I'm going to remind people in the WWE universe who I am, and next week in MSG, I'm going to go out and call out Logan Paul. So AJ Styles is calling out Logan Paul next week, apparently. So yeah, we'll look forward to seeing that. And then next up, we had Lyra Valkyria defending the IC title against Ivy Nile. I thought they had a nice little match, to be honest, bro. The crowd was just dead for it, though, and it's a shame. It genuinely is a shame, because they tried to do stuff to build this, I guess, over the past few weeks. And I guess the issue is you can't just put people on TV and call it a build. Like stuff needs to feel significant. So like, for example, I think it was like last week or the week before when Ivy attacked Lyra after the Dakota Kai defense. And it's like, that felt like a really cool heated angle, and people, because like Lyra just had this great match, and it's like, she deserved the flowers and stuff. She gets on, and even though it was a generic attack after the babyfaces won angle, because the match was so good, it felt it had like some significance to it, because when Lyra won that match, it felt like a cool moment for her, and Ivy Nile ruined it, So that felt like a real cool, significant angle. But like, the point I'm trying to make is that that's kind of the only thing they've really done since Ivy eliminated Lyra from the Rumble. And it's like, when you do that, even if you are just putting them on TV and backstage segments and stuff like that, it's like it just feels so insignificant. And when it comes to the match, you have something very unfortunate like this, because Ivy Nile can wrestle. Lyra's actively good. They had a pretty decent match, but the crowd just did not give a single fuck. So like, what do we do here? Obviously, you need to make the angles and you need to make the storyline going into the match a bit more significant, because this wasn't just a run-of-the-mill title match for Lyra Valkyria. This was something that they actively tried to build, and I think they did a pretty poor job of doing so. So you can't win them all, but Lyra Valkyria retains, and I like Lyra a lot. I think she's in a good spot at the moment. After this, Punk and Rollins brawl again backstage, and that all gets split up again. And then Seth goes off on Adam Pearce talking about, this is so easy. Like, how have you let this situation become like this? It's so easy for you to be in your position. Just do what you need to do to fix this. Or I'm going to do to him what I did to Roman Reigns. And Adam Pearce is basically just like, all right, fine, bro. Like, you want to finish this, you've got him next week in a steel cage match. So Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Madison Square Garden steel cage match is in the works. Dakota Kai promo with Kathy Kelly, kind of generic again. This was another one. Maybe this might have been during the ad break as well. But yeah, Dakota Kai was asked if she still has a sight on the IC title, which she said yes, she does. But she's got to settle some stuff with Ivy Nile first. And then, of course, she was asked about the main event. And she's very much a member of EOFC because she believes, bro. She said EO's got this. And EO did. What else we got on this show? We had Ludwig Kaiser. We got a Ludwig Kaiser promo. Bear with me, my screen just froze. Okay, we got a Ludwig Kaiser promo, and he was talking about, I finally got my deserved attention. Ludwig Kaiser is a future world champion, whether you like it or not. You can boo all you want, and the crowd legitimately did start giving it quite a lot of heat, to be fair. Basically, he was just calling out Penta, and he told Penta, like, you see what John Cena did to Cody Rhodes? That's nothing compared to what I'll do to you. And then Penta's music hits, he comes out, he runs down to the ring, they go back and forth. Penta gets the upper hand, hits a cool dive on the outside. He comes off looking cool. Ludwig Kaiser got some live promo time. You know, boom, boom, boom. It ticked the boxes it needed to keep this thing going. A lot of people were kind of expecting something a bit more of like a bigger angle because, of course, with the Ray Phoenix story that came out yesterday with him reportedly being like a free agent now, it's like, are they going to do like a really big angle to set up like Phoenix coming back or something? But they did a pretty standard angle, I thought. I can't lie. Bianca was backstage talking with Kathy Kelly, saying she was asked about Naomi and Jay Cargill, and she said I haven't spoken to either of them yet, so she don't really want to talk about it until she does. And she's sad, but she's also super proud of herself for winning the Elimination Chamber, bro. So she's gonna keep her eyes on the match tonight, and that was that. What else we got then? A-Town Down Under. A-Town Down Under keep getting these promos during the ad breaks, and it's just like, it's so blatant, bro. That like they obviously, like, Hunter or whoever it is isn't like super motivated to put them on TV, even though they did the Jey Uso angle. So they just get kind of like shoehorned into things like they have with the Jey Uso angle, you know, where it's like, oh, like, you know, they can just eat a couple pins off Jey Uso and run on to Mania, and they get all these like all these mid-break promos and stuff, and you know, it's just more tension between Theory and Waller, and Theory did a couple yeets, and Waller looked at him weird, and you know, you've seen it all before, you know. Grayson Waller called out Jey Uso for a match at MSG next week, so like I said, Jey Uso is gonna get that win. You just suspect, and alright, this is really weird. This is Colin One pulling faces, bro. Like this Chad Gable's Lucha Quest. Can bro, what was this? What was this, bro? Because so Chad Gable's gone on a quest. So you would have to assume Mexico, you know, like a quest to learn about Lucha Libre. And like we get some footage of this, and he's just like he's walking around the streets with a picture, asking people like, "Have you seen this man? Have you seen this man? I'm looking for this man. Have you seen him?" Everybody's just laughing at him and stuff, bro. You know, everyone's just laughing at him and stuff. And then all of a sudden he comes across this dark alley with this old man in like robes or towels or whatever the hell he was wearing, you know, and and he's just like, I don't, bro. This was just weird. Basically, this old guy's like, "I've been waiting for you. You need to learn the way of the lucha." Chad Gable's looking all confused and stuff, and this old man says to him, "You cannot fight what you don't understand. You must become lucha." And then he sells Chad Gable this box for like $400, bro. For like $400, and when he gives him the box, he's like, "Now you will power beyond your understanding." So I guess kind of like the big thing is like, is there a mask in that box? You know, a lot of people think we're getting Lucha Gable. I think that's a pretty fair assumption, you know, based off what we've seen, and based off what this old man said as well, talking about you can't fight, you must become Lucha. Talking about you will power beyond your understanding, probably a Lucha mask. I don't know, bro. He might have just got like someone just said in the chat. Someone said Gable just got hustled, bro. You know, so like That's not completely out the realm of possibility, I don't think, to be honest. So we'll see what happens. Um, what else did we get on this show? The tag title match: War Raiders versus Creed Brothers. Thought it was a pretty good match, to be honest. Julius did a shooting star press. Yeah, good man. I don't really have loads to say about this, to be honest. War Raiders, two tag teams that we know are good. War Raiders are very good. Happy to see them rolling, considering both of them were out for very significant amounts of time. They've had some really horrible luck in the past few years, so to see them kind of, to see them rolling now, staying fit, world champions, like it's cool to see War Raiders being successful. Creed Brothers, I think a lot of us had them kind of pinned down as being more successful than they have been thus far. I do think the tag titles will be in their futures, but yeah, these guys, these American-made guys, like I guess it's kind of the point of the story they're telling with Gable going away to do his lucha research and telling the people when he comes back he wants Ivy and the Creed brothers to have gold. Obviously they don't; they both lost. So they might be telling a story, but it just never feels like the Creed brothers are moving too much in the right direction like they should be. So hopefully my faith in them can be repaid, because as talents I think they're doing very well. But yeah, shout out them. Chad Gable's not going to be happy with all these losses, is he? But apparently he's coming back as a luchador, so we'll fucking see, bro. So I don't know what's going on in the mind of Chad Gable right now. We got an announcement from Michael Cole. Sami Zayn is out indefinitely. So, chat, do we think Sami Zayn's missing Mania? Genuine question. Sounds crazy to say, but I believe it'll still be Ramadan. And obviously this angle, in terms of kayfabe, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility to write Sami out of Mania with this, to be honest, because that match was brutal, bro. It was a phenomenal match. It's like, even if Sami is fit and he is on Mania, it's like, who does he wrestle, bro? Like me and Joe were talking about this. I'm not sure if Anna was still on. I'm just gonna say me, Joe, and Anna were talking about this just for the sake of saying it. But it's like, is this space still going? There's still people in this space. I'm ending this space, bro. End space and stop recording. And now let me just quickly delete this space. Delete post. Boom. Alright, sorry people. Where was I? Yeah, Sami Zayn missing Mania. I think there's a real possibility. I think some of you guys might have picked up from that yesterday, talking about like kind of where does he fit. It's like now they're saying he's out indefinitely. I think there's a very good chance he misses Mania, chat. I think there's a very good chance that he misses Mania, chat, because I was trying to think of what matches might make sense for him. It's like Logan Paul, maybe. So it's not even, when I say make sense, obviously there's not like big storyline or anything there, but it's just like something he could do. And it's like, I don't really need to see Sami do that, to be honest, bro. People were talking about Karrion Kross. I said this yesterday as well. Like, I've never really believed that there was any like much validity to the Karrion Kross Sami Zayn at Mania talk. So I've never really bought into that anyway. But I think there's a good chance that he does skip Mania, and obviously after the role that he's played on the past couple of Manias, that feels a bit weird. But it is what it is, brother. Next up, we had the LWO video package. That looked really cool, which is, for lack of a better term, cool to see. Seeing them being presented really well. Good video package. Cut a promo on the New Day. And basically next week at Madison Square Garden, we're getting Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio versus New Day in a tornado tag match. So yeah, oh baby. Next up, we had Bron Breakker cutting a promo in the crowd with Jackie Redmond. And he just he takes shots at the Judgment Day. Then he goes into this like weird rhyming poem thing. I ain't got the quotes for it right now, but he was, like, he was rhyming apples and fear, and Bron Breakker's spear strikes fear, and like he was doing all that shit, bro. And it was like, it did kind of pop me. I can't lie. The crowd fucked with it, so pop. And then Finn Balor, oh yeah, that's what it is. As he finishes the promo, he's like, and now that brings me to Finn Balor. And as he says that, Finn Balor's music hits and he walks to the ring to do a live promo. Finn Balor basically calls out and cuts a promo on Bron Breakker, and he says that he can take that belt from Bron Breakker whenever he wants, and to hide up there Bron behind Jackie Redmond. And Bron was just basically like, alright, safe. I'll see you right now. And he runs down through the crowd, and as he runs down through the crowd and jumps over the barricade, Carlito tries to jump in, completely fails. Dominic Mysterio tries to jump in, completely fails, gets a belly-to-belly suplex on the outside. Then Finn and Bron Breakker go back and forth as Bron Breakker starts to get the upper hand on him, and he's about to hit a spear. Finn Balor is pulled out of the ring by the rest of the Judgment Day, and just kind of. Oh yeah, after this as well, Bron Breakker, after he couldn't get his hands on Finn, he runs back around the ring and fucking murders Carlito with a spear. So that happened as well. After this, we got. This isn't a segment yet, but it fucking confused me. The Mania graphic. The WrestleMania graphic for Cody Rhodes versus John Cena is like one of the worst graphics anybody has ever made anywhere. So like, oh no, bro. Oh no, what they got cooking over there. I don't get what it is with these John Cena and Dwayne Johnson promo photos, bro. Because I notice it because you see, so basically, WWE uploads the professional photos, the HD photos to the website pretty much every night after the show. Well, I've noticed that on one of the SmackDowns, there was no pictures of Dwayne. And then, I'm not sure if they've uploaded them now, but the Elimination Chamber photos of the men's chamber and of the segment with Cody Rock and Dwayne. No, Cody Rock and Dwayne. Cody Rock and Cena. Like, there was no photos of them. There was no photos of them. So I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if that's some Hollywood shit where it's like, all pictures of Dwayne and Cena have to be pre-approved by their people or something before WWE can upload them. But it is weird how like those images are kind of scarce. So I don't know what images they can use WWE for the graphics and stuff. But it was definitely a weird choice they went with. I don't know. So yeah, it's just kind of like a weird thing that I've noticed with the photos there. So I don't know what's going on with that Mania graphic, bro, but it's terrible. Jey Uso cut a promo with Kathy Kelly, and Jay's a good promo, bro. I've never understood when people try to say like Jay's not a good promo. Like, yeah, he's not every promo he cuts is a great fired up, passionate promo with depth or anything. Sometimes he does just go out there and he's just like, yo, yeet. Do you know what I'm saying? But the people fuck with it. But when he's in a position where he can actually emotionally tie in something to his promos, like, he's very, 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 very good at talking, bro. He's a very good TV character. He always has been. But basically, the gist of what Jey Uso was saying was like, yo, people are doubting me. He's driving me insane. You don't want to cross me right now. Gunther, I'm going to walk through these 10 weeks of hell that you said that you're going to put me through. And when we get to Mania, I'm going to crash out on you. You put me to sleep tonight, but you woke up a beast. It's just like, bro, as I was saying earlier, this program has heat every single week. It's not just, this is a passable segment. Like, they're good segments. They're making me want to see this match more than I already somewhat did, because I was already invested in Jey Uso reaching the mountaintop. And now I'm not one of the people saying that Jey Uso should have won the Rumble before it happened and stuff like that. But I'm definitely one of the people that wasn't mad at it at all, you know? So as somebody who was already slightly invested, I think they've done a really good job of hooking me even more, to be honest, bro. This has been a great segment, you know? And then obviously I think at the end of the show, I believe after this was Rhea versus Iyo, which I thought was a bit of Iyo looked great in this. Iyo looks great in every match. There's just kind of like a quickness and enthusiasm. Her facial expressions, the bumps that she takes, like the bumps she took on the outside, the many bumps that she took in this match. Io's great. That's already been established. I've done my victory lap about Iyo. You all know that I think Io's phenomenal. Rhea's a bit more interesting though, because like she's very capable of doing things, and she's very good at doing the set pieces and the high impact moves, and I think she has quite a cool moveset. Like I said, a lot of her stuff is very high impact. It gets the crowds a pop and all those things, and she can do all the, the top rope moves and all those sort of things like that. Like I said, high impact stuff. And I think that she's got pretty decent facial expressions, and she can sell that, she can sell the meaning of a match and all those sort of things. It's more just kind of like the bits in between the big impactful moves and stuff that she does do, it's the little bits in between that I think she could still get a bit better at bridging her matches, I thought I actually liked the pace of this match. You know, obviously the stuff with Bianca towards the end obviously slowed things down a lot, but you know, it was so like for me when I was watching it. Obviously, you guys already know that I was very convinced that Iyo Sky was going to win this title tonight. But you see, when she started hitting all the damage control members and moves, like that's when I knew, bro. Like when she locked in that Asuka lock, I was like, all right, bro, wrap this up. You get me? Wrap this up. Shine up that belt for Iyo right now. Um, and then when they started arguing on the outside and it was Rhea and Bianca, I was like, oh shit, it's happening. It's happening. You know, I actually thought when they first started arguing, I thought probably gonna go to a double DQ, but when Rhea got to the top rope and she was still staring at Bianca for ages and just blatantly doing the distraction spot thing, it was like, all right, you know what I mean? He was obviously clearly going to win this now. And she did. And, you know, the finish wasn't exactly some genius booking or anything. And it kind of makes Rhea look. My actual issue with it is kind of like Rhea has no. She has no like leg to stand on. Like you can't justify Rhea deserving to be in this triple threat match. So I'm interested to see how they do that, because if it was a thing like Bianca accidentally cost her by some sort of interference or something like that, then that's different. But this just looks like Rhea took her eyes off the ball, and she doesn't deserve a rematch. And you know what I mean? Like it's not. It's interesting in that regard how they're going to get from point A to point B. Rhea Ripley cut a promo after the show as well, an online exclusive, and it's probably there's a very good chance it's the best promo she's ever cut in her whole career. I swear to God, chat. If you haven't seen this, go find it. Where Rhea Ripley's just like super deflated and contemplating her past like year or so, and she's just down, man. She's just down, and she's obviously she's gonna bounce back, you know, but she cut a great promo. Like I said, it's genuinely one of the best promos I think I've ever seen Rhea Ripley cut, to be honest. It felt real. She felt like a real person. There was no mommies on top. There was none of that shit. And I'm not even one of those people who get super mad at the cliches and when people have catchphrases and shit. Like, I get it. I get what they're trying to do. But, you know, like I said, for something different, this was very good by Rhea Ripley, and I'd like to see her do a lot more of it, especially at the moment while she's down. Because when she's on top of the world, of course, she can still do all the kind of on the shit. I've got aura, and all I really say is "Mum is on top," you know. But in this kind of, I guess, this road to Mania, I guess we need to add a little bit more depth, you know. So hopefully they continue doing that. And yeah, Raw was pretty decent, bro. Raw was pretty decent again. Raw is, I think, I'd say Raw is probably still my number one weekly TV show. I don't want to say it's AEW Dynamite just yet, because AEW Dynamite still needs to prove to me it can be consistent. But if we was to just base it off like the past 3 or 4 weeks, then I'd say Dynamite. But I think something has to be said for how kind of like Raw on Netflix has consistently been like a 7. Do you know what I mean? So as long as like Raw's floating around at a 7, you know, I'm happy with that. Bro, for a weekly TV show, you're never gonna get 10s every single week, you know. I like where Raw's at the moment. I think they've got a lot of good characters, got a great roster. Obviously, the SmackDown roster needs to improve. It's funny. The perception of Triple H at the moment is very funny. Don't really have the time to get into that today, but we will another time. And yeah, I've been here for like an hour now, bro. And I think like I'm supposed to be with my girlfriend on Tuesdays, so that's why you don't normally see me on Tuesdays. So I'm gonna get out of here now. I appreciate you guys going to the victory lap. I genuinely wasn't expecting many people to show up for it, to be honest, because it's me doing a solo stream. So hopefully I can get a bit more like used to doing solo streams. You know, look at the camera a bit more, shit like that. You know, but and just get a bit more comfortable with doing these things. Obviously, it's a little bit different than doing the spaces because you're on camera and stuff like that. And someone said you're breaking up with us, Monty. Listen, bro, I'll be back. You know, I'm gonna, like I said it on Twitter a few weeks ago. I'm gonna try to get a bit more used to doing these solo streams, these live streams by myself, and like I said, just getting more comfortable with it, bro. It's a bit of a weird one, you know what I mean? Because there's like, you know, I'm just talking to a screen right now, bro. And it's like the chat's there, but it's like there's other distractions and stuff going on my screen and shit as well. So it's like, anyway, I'm waffling again now, and you gotta stop yourself from doing that. You ain't got no one there to tell you to shut up. Alright, so I believe just as I was going live, Charlie tweeted that they've rescheduled Girls on Graps. Can the chat confirm this?
What's the chat saying? Goals on Grabs. Let me just pull it on my damn self, bro. Um, Schedule change. Due to a personal matter, we have to push the podcast with Amira back to our usual Wednesday slot at 10 p.m. UK, 5 p.m. Eastern. Apologies for this, but we will be live with Amira this week. She may even have a friend with her. So, if those of you who don't know, who aren't very familiar with RevPro and BritRest, Amira is like, she manages Michael Oku. She's a very good talent herself on her own merit as well, and she's obviously very ingrained into the BritRest indie scene. Charlie, of course, is you know, Charlie's pulled some strings. She's very famous in the BritRest scene, people, you know. So Charlie's going to incorporate some more people from like RevPro and stuff like that over the next coming weeks and months, I suspect. And yeah, Amira's going to be on the show tomorrow. So originally, Goals on Graps was rescheduled to be tonight late, and now it's been rescheduled again back into its normal slot. Obviously, there's been no Raw review today. You've just had me waffling for an hour. Thursday, Dynamite review. Charlie's not on the Dynamite reviews anymore for the time being, but I'm sure she'll be back for them. Novi, unfortunately, is missing the Dynamite review this week as well because he's unfortunately ill. But Chris O'Bread is back. Chris O'Bread is back on the Dynamite reviews, so you people can, you know, I know a lot of you people have been missing Chris. So the Dynamite review this week will be Chris, Rob, and Marcus. So that's a solid lineup. Me and Joe might do a stream tomorrow. So, you know, there's things going on. Just keep an eye on the page, keep an eye on the YouTube account. Please like the video, people. I need you to like the video for me, man. As I said yesterday, I kind of went on a rant at the chat about how we don't get likes anymore, even though I know you guys are in here. There's 78 people in here still, even though I've been wrapping up for a couple of minutes, so we've lost a lot of people. But how many likes am I on right now, people? Just so I can give you a quick target as I leave. How many likes is this current video on? We are on 52 likes. All right, get me up to 75, chat. There's still 79 people in here. 7,500 likes, that would be very nice, you get me? But like I said, keep up to date with what we're doing. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and being patient with me as I do this, figure out this solo streaming shit, you know? And yeah, hopefully I'll do some more. I'll try to get better at them. I'll try and I'm just gonna try doing more of them, basically. I'm gonna try doing more of them, get a bit more comfortable, work on formats and stuff like that. And yeah, like I said, I appreciate you guys sent a few of you that sent super chats. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys for being on EOFC. Appreciate you guys for being along with all the bits and stuff like that. So, you know, but yeah, lock in for Guys on Graps tomorrow night, and I will see you maybe on Thursday. Peace.